So, got us the Yer Gallus from Yukon Brewing Company at 5.5% alcohol by volume. The Scottish Export Ale. So, here's the label. Kind of cool. Yep. Artfully crafted and bottled in Whithorse, Yukon, Canada. That's about all it says. So, let's pour this and give it a taste. Okay. Wow. Cool. So the head doesn't look like it really wants to stick around very long. Got a nice amber there. Wow, it's got quite the flavor though. Big sweetness in the finish. Hoppy plantiness. Starts out pretty easy going, but it hits you with quite the maltiness, sweetness. Say planty kind of bitterness. Kind of that soapy craft beer smell. Very smooth up front. Very smooth. But 5.5, it's pretty malty. I guess I'm not exactly sure if that would be considered a Scottish heavy or not. I would assume no, not quite. But it does taste very similar to that. Just doesn't have the ABV. And it's verging on that amount of maltiness, but it's actually, for me, I can still drink it easy. It's some of those Scottish heavies that are quite hard to drink. They're so malty. It's a gateway heavy beer. Great, like brown sugar flavor type right through the middle. It's really great. Mixing with the bitterness is actually pretty awesome. This is apparently peated. Somewhat I did a little bit of reading up on it, but Yer Gallus means cheeky and crazy or some shit. And there's not a whole lot out there, but it's got fairly decent reviews. Or there are reviews. There. It's a little better. Yeah, it's quite mild. It's a really nice barley, light peaty bitterness. A little bit of hops in there. See a lot of brown sugar. It's for tasting this malty is actually a lot more drinkable than what I'm used to for like beers that are too malty. I can't drink that fast. This one seems to be going down pretty good. Maybe I'm just thirsty. I don't know. It's got like a bready, nutty, say, a little more like bread dough a bit. Very smooth, mellow. The only harshness, I guess, would be that smoky peated flavor at the back and a little bit of the hop kick. Everything up front though, and before that, all through the middle is really nice and smooth, easy going, laid back beer. Just a little bit of a malt kick and a little bit of that smoky peatedness kick, but it's not like any kind of kick you get out of an IPA or anything like that. But it is there for sure. But it's so smooth and soft up front. This is actually a really nice, mellow, easy-going beer. A really nice, relaxing beer to drink when you're relaxing. I guess you could party with it too. I don't know. Well, I'd say it's a sit down and relax beer. Very smooth. Take your time with it. The price was pretty good on the bomber, but keep in mind it is only 5.5%, so that's good. Yukon's pretty fair on their prices, actually extremely fair, and I've been really impressed with a lot of the brews that they've done. The Midnight Sun Espresso Stout was really good. The Honey ESB is excellent. The Yukon Red is good. I'm not a big fan of the Bonanza Brown, but they got a few other ones. I remember the Gold, and I remember that was good. The IPA, the Ice Fog, I can't remember it that well, and I've had so many IPAs they're hard to remember, but I remember it was definitely drinkable. It may have been really good. I'll have to check my own review or whatever to see, but that was a long time ago, and I should support them more. I've seen their tasters pack once in a while, and so I recommend us all support Yukon because they're pretty good, especially if you're looking for an ESB. Look no further than Yukon's Honey ESB. If they're still making it, that's one I'd definitely recommend. And if you're watching this, you may be from the Canadian West here. So Lethbridge, Alberta has a new brewery. For the time being, they're brewing this out of Kelowna. Okay, this is a Wildcraft brewery. This is their Pilsner. So the brewery is under construction right now, so hopefully everything goes well there. And it says to 5% Pilsner. Nothing too fancy, but it is pretty solid. Like, when I say pretty solid, like for Pilsner, it's really solid because there's so many shitty Pilsners out there. This one is not one of those. I quite enjoyed. I had two the other night and really liked it. So they have an IPA and something else. Looking forward to trying those brews, and I'm kind of glad that they're definitely a level up on shitty craft beer. These guys are definitely a level or two up on shitty craft beer. Definitely recommend trying Yukon. They have another bomber. They've released two bombers. The other one is some crazy Hefeweizen Bock thing. I cannot remember the name of it, but it sounded like a pretty outrageous beer. Some kind of Bock shit. So yeah, I'll be looking for that one in the future. Damn. Yeah, sweet. If you like kind of a sweeter, maltier beer, but not way overkill, and if you like that, I think you like that smoky, peaty, burnt kind of kick to it. A little bit of hot bitterness. That kind of, you know how you get that Scottish heavies have that real extreme brown malt flavor. You're getting a fair bit of that, but after all the brown sugar and that, pretty nice beer. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 11. Definitely solid, maybe even a little more, maybe a 9.25. Pretty good. I'd say, yeah, there's not really too many complaints here. I mean, this is pretty fucking solid. I'm going to 9.25 out of 11. Yeah! And try out the Yukon shit, because so far, so good. And